It's a lovely sunny afternoon, but it's the afternoon before tomorrow's hangover. And as that is a working day, it will be all that harder for the supporters of the losers. But as our camera pans along the cup, it's clear that there is no segregation in the Merseyside derby, and that is as it should be. Check on the two sides. In Kenny Dalglish's choice, Rush and McMahon come back in for Venison, and the unlucky Ronnie Whelan injured yet again last week. So it's Rush and Speedy playing up front, McMahon and Molby in centre midfield, Barnes on the left and Steve Staunton on the right. This time it's Howard Kendall who's caused his supporters to debate the changes compared with the league match last weekend. Martin Keown and Ray Atterveld last started a match at Norwich just before Christmas. Beagrie and Milligan are the two who stand down, and you'll note that Kendall has chosen two forwards as his substitutes. And the comment from one Everton supporter, which I'm sure was echoed by many others after last week's league match: "We let you have that one, we'll win the one next week." Well, we'll see. Hugely experienced official in charge, Neil Midgley. It's the sixth time he's refereed a match between these two teams. That includes an FA Charity Shield. Rush, scourge of Everton. Fantastic record of 23 goals in 26 matches. Although Everton might point out that he scored those in 13 games. There's Neil Midgley, refereed in 81, 83, twice in 87, once in 86, and he also refereed the fifth round match here last year, Liverpool's fifth round match. Bit of a wrestling match between two Welshmen, Rush and Ratcliffe. And Ablett struggling, ball getting up quite high. McCall worth the try, but he couldn't keep it down. Injured player is Steve McMahon, who played such a major part in getting Liverpool through to this round. Had a storming game at Brighton. But he's got a knock on the head, and I think his ears are singing, not only because of the noise of the crowd. Speedy, hasn't seen too much of it so far. Burrows. Albie. Nicol. Kevin Ratcliffe staying very, very close to his Welsh colleague Ian Rush. It's kept in well by Staunton. McMahon. Oh, what a strong challenge by Ebrel. And McMahon is down and Ebrel limps away.
Well, you can see this tackle here, and for me, Steve McMahon really did lunge in from a long way away. It was John Ebrel's ball, and they both got injured. Steve McMahon's might be worse of the two, but really, I think Steve McMahon did take a chance lunging in from that distance.
And both trainers needed to be on, and really to admire Ebrel. I think he knew what was coming. He didn't pull out for 1 second, but the foot of McMahon was certainly coming down, and the shin would have borne the brunt of it. Referee in conversation with Kevin Sheedy. Just a slight shake of the head. Ronnie Moran looking very concerned as Roy Evans helps McMahon to his feet, and it doesn't look likely that McMahon will continue.
Well, he's such an all-action type of player that, I mean, he really can't put his weight on that left foot, and I can't see any possible way that he's going to continue.
McMahon, who has started at Everton, and came to Liverpool via Aston Villa. So he's known this derby from both sides, and I suspect that he would feel that this is his worst moment. Just hope that it's not as serious as it looks. It is a major loss for Liverpool. Sharp, Nevin, Sheedy just inside, McDonald's struck it really well because it wasn't quite delivered where he wanted it. I'm sure he would have liked it slightly further ahead than that, but he really got in a very good strike for a ball that was slightly behind him. Called for it, but I think he was expecting it slightly differently. He did very, very well, and a good stop. Shot coming at the 15th minute mark, at which point Liverpool bring on Barry Venison. Sheedy curls, Barnes, it's a bit central, and McDonald's, good improvisation, strong back heel, long cross, Sharp, goal kick.
Disappointing header, Graham Sharp trying to put it back across the goal, and really when I've seen Liverpool this year, if they are slightly vulnerable, it has been on crosses.
Speedy, Nicol, Staunton wanted it early, wasn't given it. This is Barrows, Barnes to his left, Barrows going to try one, cleanly struck. Landing very comfortably for the goalkeeper. Hit it well, but not a problem for Neville Southall. And real trouble here, Sharp, good save, Nevin, good save again. Bruce at his best, having been let down, he managed to scramble the ball away. But Everton supporters lifted by that, and that was not a good challenge by Mulvey, and the referee wants to talk to him. But amazing stuff from Bruce.
Well, here Jan Mulvey plays Hussein in a bit of trouble. He got nowhere to go, not knowing Graham Sharp was waiting there, and Sharp really caught in two minds, hits it into Bruce Grobbler, stood up very well, and Pat Nevin trying to take it past him, and he caught it as he really trying to bundle his way through to goal. Liverpool back four, they've only got Graham Sharp and occasionally then Pat Nevin joining, and it's the two fullbacks more than anyone who've got pushed forward more.
Here is Nevin taking on Ablett. Lost by Etterbelt. Sharp was beaten to it by Hussein. Good try again by McDonald's.
If you see the pair now, Speedy and Rush playing together against a sweeper system, the one query I always would feel is neither of them like to take on defenders. They've got individual dribbling skill, whereas Peter Beardsley, who's sitting on the bench, is that type of player who can unlock defences by taking sort of people on. And I think if it stays as the game is at the moment, very much of a stalemate, Peter Beardsley would have to be a very early introduction into the second half.
And that would, of course, be the second substitution. The first forced on Kenny Dalglish by the injury to Steve McMahon as a result of his tackle on Ebrel. Ablett. Nevin. Out again by Ablett. Burrows in trouble from McCall. Recovered. Nevin! And the referee just points to the spot. Or has he pointed at the goal kick? No, he's pointed for a goal kick. And he's surrounded by Everton players who cannot believe it. And the referee has his book out, and I think it's Sharp's name. Yes, it is. a shark goes in the book, and the Everton supporters showing what they feel about the challenge. Well, I think if the referee looked at it from there, he might have a different view.
Well, we have the benefit of a replay such as that, but you would never see a more clear-cut penalty, in my opinion, the rest of the season.
Well, it looked it the first time. Nicol. Good play. Nice one touches getting Everton out of the corner. McDonald, it's too strong. Robillard coming to collect and deciding he'll take it back. Goodness me. Well, there's usually one in each match. In the end, the pass to Ablett was okay, but I think his initial intention was that he was going to beat his man for pace, put it back in the area and pick it up. The referee looks at his watch and at his linesman on the near side, who signals as far as he's concerned. It's time. Appeal for handball, and handball it is. So a last opportunity of the half, I would think. Sheedy has Keown and Watson forward, as well as Sharp. McDonald and McCall just outside the area. And Keown, good save! Deserved the pat on the back to Bruce Grobbelaar. Keown was almost on the goal line. Met it with power and it was turned over. So there's to be another chance for Everton. Out by Barnes. Not away yet. Barnes again. Sheedy. Rush. Staunton. Speedy trying to get to the left. Staunton takes advantage of the mistake. And Ratcliffe does a very, very good job indeed. Until giving it away at the end. And a really bright finish to the half, which certainly had its moments for discussion, in which Bruce Grobbelaar played a major part in ensuring that it's 0-0, but maybe the verdict of no penalty did even more so. Well, for the record, Liverpool have scored in every home game this season. 12 wins and 3 draws, and only Wimbledon have prevented them from scoring 2. They held them in a 1-1 draw. But it's 0-0 at half-time in this 5th round cup tie. Everton waiting to start things again. Referee has a quick look at the 2 linesmen. And the one involved in the penalty incident did not indicate that it was a penalty. Southwell now in the sun, but not wearing a cap. Here's Nevin. Oh! And Bruce Grobbelaar must be hugely relieved. He's not showing it on the face, but that was much, much too close for comfort. Nevin getting there just before saying... I'm surprised that Southwell is not wearing a cap. Speedy. The flag is up.
I do feel that if John Barnes is to become effective in this game, David Burrows, the left-back, who really has nobody on his side to mark, has to push forward in order to occupy Stuart McCall, because Howard Kendall's pulled Stuart McCall sort of just in front of Barnes, and really Burrows, by running forward with the ball, can then occupy McCall away from Barnes and leave him more one-to-one.
Burrows needing to have a good game because he starts a suspension after this. It's always difficult to get back in the Liverpool team once you're out of it. That's a good ball from Nicol to Venison, but met by the sweeper. a ball that would have caused problems for a flat back four. A little lucky to survive that, Everton. Burrows. Mulby. Nicol. Barnes. Burrows. Rush calling for it. Hussein is up at the back. Gets the knockdown. Rush! Good block by Ratcliffe. Southall comes for it. Important header by McDonald. Venison with the shot. Out by Keown. Breezy little spell. It ends the first 5 minutes of the half.
And a better spell, which had to come by Liverpool. I mean, really, a poor first 45 minutes, and you just had to feel they'd play better in this second half.
Play by Watson. It's a good ball. Nevin, little back flick. This is sharp. Oh, why didn't he go on his own? It was open in front of him. This is Nevin. Atterveld. Thumping drive. But if Graham Sharp looks back on the match, he won't, I think about that shot. But the moment when he could surely have gone on himself through the middle.
I think Kevin Sheedy actually, when he was joining an attack just now, actually pulled a muscle, and that's why he gave what appeared a very sloppy ball away. And I'm a little bit dubious as to whether he's going to be able to carry on.
Barnes. Nevin. Break his left side. Tremendous run being made by Ratcliffe ahead of the man with the ball now, who is Ebrel. Kevin Ratcliffe. Nevin going forward. Sharp on the far post. Players coming from midfield. Nevin. Ratcliffe. Well, they get a corner, but they'll be disappointed they haven't made more of it. And there's Trevor Brooking rightly spotted. Kevin Sheedy has to come off. And the man coming on is Tony Crotty. So that'll give Sharp a bit more support forward. Be interesting to see how they reorganise. Mulby. Shot from Ebrel. Keown. McDonald again. A calm, simple pass. A third time. Atterveld. Blocked by Nicol. They had wide men then and they didn't use them. Free kick to Liverpool for the trip. Venison down. Here's Rush. Got between the two for the first time. It's a corner. Keown felt that he was fouled. Southall may just agree with him. Rush waiting in the centre of the 6-yard area. Looking for goal number 24 against Everton. Away by Atterveld. Barnes, a little bit of space this time. Still Barnes. Mulby! Good save. First real piece of laying on an opportunity by Barnes in the match. Tackle. Speedy! He got a touch, it's a corner. Applause all around the ground. Deafening noise. It's a Bates briefly for the corner. Barnes didn't make it. Sharp who got it away. Everton all coming forward. It's a little errant by Ablett. Rush was looking for the header. The ball is blue. This is the moment. Barnes took on, and he's aware where Mulby is. First time left foot shot. Turnover. And here's Speedy's attempt, and there was a fingertip on that too. Got a knock in the face. It's nothing too serious. And the roar is the arrival of Peter Beardsley. And he's going to replace the new boy, David Speedy. There's to be no addition to Speedy's tally of 3 in 2 games today. Another good ball by the Dutchman. Determination from the Scotsman McCall, and now here's a chance for Nevin. For McDonald! And Bruce Grobbelaar made that look very easy, but it was easy to him because he was following the movement all the time and was where the ball arrived. Spaced by 2. Go square, he says to Burrows. Mulby. That's a great ball. This is Staunton. Rush! Still Rush. Ratcliffe who got there first. But it was a super pass that found Staunton in space.
Well, the most penetrating pass we've had from midfield there, Jan Mulby, was a magnificent ball, and Steve Staunton here looking up. A lot of people, I think, would have thought about shooting, but really Martin Keown it was who slid in and really stopped it reaching Ian Rush, who, from 3 or 4 yards out, must have scored. A great saving tackle by the sweeper.
Inside Nevin. Keown's clearance. Barnes again, might have a crack. Beardsley! Oh, goodness me! So close. Barnes, Beardsley, first time. Oh, just clipped the foot of the post.
Well, just a minute or so to go now, and Everton would be unlucky if they didn't, I think, go back to Goodison Park. They played very, very well. It's been an excellent second half in particular. Liverpool coming back into it more, but there's no doubt the visitors have done themselves proud. The sweeper system has worked. Individuals, Neil McDonald's done very well in midfield. Keown as the sweeper, but probably Pat Nevin as an individual has caught my eye more than anyone. Liverpool only really doing themselves justice in the last half an hour of the game, but an excellent cup time.
Watson. Final 60 seconds plus whatever the referee is going to allow. And Neil Midgley having one look at the watch. Mulby. Staunton gave it away. And Keown with the stumble. Rush! And his Welsh international colleague watched it go by. It was curling away. A second look at the watch. Ablett. Good to see. Anteveld really attempted to keep that in play, to play Nevin on. Another look at the watch. And he doesn't need to look again. There will be a replay at Goodison Park on Wednesday. And that's what the Everton supporters feel about that. Bruce Grobbelaar, one of the many characters of the game. Fine match he had. And he's gone to look for Neville Southall. Two goalkeepers once again denying us goals in the live match of the day. But there are nil-nils and nil-nils, and this has certainly been one of the better ones. They will have to try again on Wednesday. The fourth draw in the sequence between these two sides. The last time was in the semi-final of 1977. They replay in the fifth round of 1991.